This week we welcome Spaniel Darcy into the family for her summer holiday, have new tyres fitted to our motorhome and celebrate the old man's 13th birthday. Whilst doing this we enjoy peace and tranquility plus the company of friends before moving on to another lovely farm location. So come and join us. Hello and welcome back. I'm Kath, this is Sue, and for the last 18 months we've been travelling Great Britain with our two Labradors, Archie and Fudge. Our travels are influenced by our dogs, Sue's passion for running, and the chance of a swim for me. So let's get going. Well, we have something very, very exciting, and that is Darcy's arrived. Hello, Darcy. Come on, sweetheart.
Come here.
There you go. It's Darcy.
Let me put you on this. Oh, well, maybe not then. Just right in.
She doesn't care, does she? She's with her pals. Good girl, Darcy.
No, I'm on it now. I'm on it. I know where it is. She wouldn't get out the car. Well, I got the gate. She was out the car. So
Well, good morning, everyone. Well, very brief little bit of video last night, just capturing Darcy arriving. And some of you, if you've watched a very long time, will know that we had Darcy last summer. So we're looking after Darcy whilst her mums are on holiday with their family, and she's coming away with us for a couple of weeks. Anyway, I thought I'd just update you on some work that we're going to have done to Bertie. In fact, tomorrow, because I've ordered 4 new tyres and we're going to ATS first thing tomorrow morning to have his tyres changed. Now, that's not because the tyres are below the legal limit for the UK at the moment. So let me explain. In fact, not at the last MOT, but the MOT before that, so a year and a half ago, the garage mentioned that there was some cracking appearing in the walls of some of the tyres. Now, they said the tyres are still legal and they're still fine, but just keep an eye on it. If you start to see threads, then you need to change your tyres. Still can't see threads, and I asked them to check them again at the MOT earlier this year, and they're still fine. However, as we move closer to autumn and winter, I just feel more comfortable with 4 new tyres. And when I was doing a little bit of research online, it suggests that even if your tyres, your tread isn't worn down on your tyres, really you should change your tyres about every 5 years. And our tyres they'll be 6 years old now. Also, what our tyres have on them is the M and S marking. Now that means mud and snow, and currently in France, then as long as they've got that M&S marking, then and they are all season tyres, then they are legal for winter. But the law is changing in France, and as of next year, I think it's something like the 1st of November 2024, tyres will need the kind of, there's a triangle symbol with kind of 3 peaks in the middle of it, which indicate that they've been thoroughly tested for snow. So the M&S mean that they're suitable for snow, but it's a self-declaration, as I understand it, by the manufacturers, whereas the triangle means that they have actually been tested for that climate. So as our tyres are 6 years old, they're cracking around the walls. We do want to go to Europe at some point in the future. We're only holding off because of Archie and the fact that he's on lots of medication. But we're both skiers, love to do a ski season in France, in the Alps somewhere. So now's the time really to change the tyres. So it's going to be a fun day for Bertie tomorrow. It's like having a new pair of shoes, isn't it? Anyway, let me also show you another little gadget as well that I bought, and I was testing legality of my own tyres. So this is a tyre pressure gauge. It's really easy to use. It has to be really easy to use if it's me using it. So what you need to do before you start is make sure it's set to 0. So don't use your finger. I'll do it that way around so you can see. Don't use your finger, but get a flat surface and push that in. And then make sure it's on 0, and if it's not on 0 you just press the little yellow button and it goes to 0. And then you push it up against your tyre, you push that one back first, and then you push it into Again, I'll do it again in a way that you can probably see. You push it into the treads of your tyres until that bit goes flat, and it'll give you what your tyre depth is. Hopefully you can see that. Well, good morning everyone. We've arrived at ATS and it's not quite open yet, but it opens in about 10 minutes and Bertie's first on to get 4 new tyres. So I'm outside ATS and there are now 3 new tyres on. The 4th one is just going on the rim, and then we'll very soon be loaded onto the van, put onto the van, or talked onto the van. I'm not quite sure what the right terminology is. Well, good afternoon. Now, I'm doing my move on day car park thing where I wait in the supermarket car park while Sue does the shopping. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to let you see the new tyres, Bertie's new boots. So you can see same kind of 22575R 16CP. Let's see if we can find that little triangle. There you go. There is the little triangle that says it's a winter tyre. And the other thing that surprised me is the tyres don't get inflated to the same degree. Apparently it is 69. So you can see, I found it, it says 69 psi, which is a lot less than the 80 of the old tyres. The old tyres had 116Q. There's these say 116/114. Now ATS confirmed that these are a like for like. I hope they are. That 116/114 is the load index. Let's hope they are okay. They say they are. Do we trust them? Yeah, you've got to, haven't you? They're a national tyre company. They must know. Well, good morning. We're back at one of our favourite places, but this time we've got a friend close by as well. So Auntie Jan, as she's known to us, is here with Molly, her little dog. And of course we're here with our 2, and Darcy's with us as well. So we're hoping to have a lovely weekend here at Bluebell Wood. Plan for a barbecue tonight, and we were going to try and sort out some kind of fire pit. But in one of the sheds behind us, I've noticed there's a chimney. So we're going to drag that out, I think, and get that going later tonight. But far more exciting things before that, because first of all we've got to have breakfast, but even more exciting than that, England are playing. So we'll be watching England versus Colombia at 11:30. Until then, well, there's just lots more relaxing to do. There's Darcy getting all excited because she's going off for a run with Sue. And off they go. What about you, eh? So that just leaves me and the old man. Hey, I'm going to have a shower and then make some breakfast. Now, as our friends Ali and Jack will know, you can't possibly watch an England match without a good old bacon butty. Hey, good morning. Send him victorious. Yeah, come on England! Well, good afternoon. So the first most important thing is England won! Yay! Very tense, very, very tense. But we thoroughly enjoyed it, and now we're off for a walk with the 3 dogs that have got all their legs available to them. Archie's staying behind with Sue and having a little rest up. He'll enjoy that. Quality time with Sue. So already we've come out into this, looks like a big expanse of land, maybe part of the estate of that house. I don't know if you can see the house in the background, but maybe part of that estate, maybe common land, who knows. There's definitely lots of footpaths that have been forged across this land, and we can see people in the distance walking their dogs, so we're okay. Well, here we are, and we've made it down to this gorgeous little pond. The dogs are teetering on the edge. I think they're both desperate. Well, certainly. Oh yeah.
They're in.
They're in. I don't know what
The tide's like, but they're in.
dogs have gone for it. There's like a little island, and it looks like it's paddle depth, so they're in the water, paddling through. They're going to come out filthy by the looks of things. This is Jan stripping off. Good morning. Today is a very exciting day for one of us in particular, because it's Archie's birthday. Happy birthday, birthday boy. Come on, Archie. This way, Archie. This way. Susie's got some presents for you. Put your hand on it, why don't you? You're going to share it with your friends?
Sit.
Oh, that's nice. Well, good afternoon. We've said goodbye to Jan and our friends who were with us last night for the barbecue, and we've moved on now after celebrating this morning Archie's birthday. Still his birthday, but he opened his presents this morning, as you've seen. Now we've moved on. We're in the Bedfordshire area. Can't remember the name of the farm. I'll put it up on the screen. So we've just arrived here this afternoon. About to put our boots on and take the dogs out for just a little stroll before we then come back for tea. And I'm sure I'll be able to show you a little bit more about this place over the next day or so, because we're here for 3 nights in total. So I will probably see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. We have woken up to the most glorious of sunny days, which is nice because we seem to have had a lot of rain recently, but looks like we've got a good few days ahead of us. And I'm going to take Archie out for a little walk in our new location. It's actually called Lower Wood End Farm, and I'll show you a little bit around the place. So this is just one of the paddocks, as you can see. We're here. There's one other van at the far end of the field, and then there's a caravan, although it does look like it's a seasonal pitch because there's nobody there. Behind all that hedge and those trees is the main house. So this section here, there are some other vans. Some of them look like they're in storage, and others look like there's people living here. And this is a hard standing area, so I'm guessing this allows it to be open all year round. And it's also the area, if you do need electric hookup, you can get electric hookup here. And then this is the other amazing paddock. We're just going to walk straight through here now because there is a footpath that takes you into those trees that you can just see there on the horizon. So as you come through the field, you come into this wooded, it's not quite mature wooded area at this end, but nevertheless a beautiful wooded area with, even though it's early in the morning, some very, very welcome shade. There's a bit of a tight squeeze through some of these little footpaths. Now one thing I was going to mention about the site, about 500 yards, may even be a kilometre as the crow flies. It might not be quite that far, but there's a big A road, and you do get some noise from that road. It's kind of it's a hum in the distance, and it certainly hasn't disturbed us at all. But it's just one of those things to be aware of if you come here. But otherwise, all the walks, well, not all the walks, but some of the walks are actually, I think we'll go this way today because we'll keep you in the shade, mate. Some of the walks from the site take you directly opposite, in the opposite direction, which is just perfect because it means you're kind of walking away from the noise. But it is there in the background, as I say. It's not bothered us at all. Oh, the other thing is, £10 a night. Now the lady who owns the site, I was chatting to her yesterday, because there's quite a big difference. If you have electric hookup, it's £20 a night. But what she was saying is she's had situations where people are clearly just taking the piss, because she's had like a £2,000 electricity bill at the end of a month. So that's what she says. So she needs to cover her bills. So she said if people have electric hookup, she'll charge £20, but otherwise £10 a night. And you've got fresh water. You've got a chemical waste point. Well, it's like a cesspit. But it works. It does the job. So I'm definitely not complaining. I like this place. And the fact that you can just take walks directly from the site into this gorgeous area is lovely. Looks like there's little mini apples on there. This is what I meant by this area. It's like, it's not mature woodland. I guess it's going to be woodland in a few years' time. I'd love to be able to get the drone up and show you a little bit more from the air around this site, but unfortunately it's right on the edge of a restricted area, and that's because of Cranfield. I don't know if it's called RAF Cranfield, but there is an aerodrome here, and they fly some of the emergency services helicopters from there, and private flights, and they also, it looks like they've got a flight training school. So I did try to get permission through Drone Assist, the app, yesterday, and it looked like something had come through. But when I went to the page that told me about what the restrictions are, it was blank and nothing was coming through. So I didn't take the risk. Obviously, it's not worth the risk when you've got an airport nearby. Not just from a legal point of view, but you just don't want to compromise anybody's safety. Anyway, I'm enjoying this walk this morning. So I'm out of the woods now and back out onto the main trail up to the site, which is up there, not too far, 100 metres or so, and we turn back onto the site. This way, Archie. That's the entrance to our field. You matching again?
What?
You matching? Your socks and your shorts? I'm all showered and changed and clean again. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. We're going to end it here because tomorrow we're off to another location, and it just seems an appropriate place to finish because tomorrow is going to be quite a busy day. We've got to watch England play in the semi-finals. We've then got to drive to our new location, en route go to a laundrette somewhere, stop and do some shopping because we're staying for quite a significant period for us, and anyway at the next place, and then get to the next place as well. So I'm not sure how much filming I'll get done. I'll try and get some, obviously, but I'll call it a day for here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, we'd really appreciate the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, then hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ding the little bell, because that way YouTube will notify you every time we post a new video. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.